That's the one thing that it just bewilders me, man. Why sisters don't realize when they're being played by men. Like, it's the oldest trick in the book. A guy's with a girl, and then she wants to start practicing the deen, but she starts to feel guilty about the haram relationship, and she says, "Listen, I can't be with you no more." Okay? The whole time she's been asking him, "Can we get married? Can we get married? Can we make it halal?" But in the moment she says, "Listen, I can't do this anymore," he says, "Listen," he said, "we'll get married now. I want to get married too." Right? He never has the intention of actually marrying her. He's just saying to her, "No problem, we'll get married." He knows it's not going to happen tomorrow. In his mind, it's like, okay, this is still going to buy me another year or two, and I'll just drag it along for as long as I possibly can. Some guys drag it along for 4, 5, 6 years. Or another trick in the book is, she wants to start practicing the deen, right? So she says, "I can't do this anymore." So he turns around and says, no, I want to practice the deen as well. I mean, I actually want to change my life too. Like, if you leave me, who's going to help me? Who's going to help me change my life? You're the only good person I know in my life. And it happens vice versa as well. Some guys might want to leave a girl, and in his mind he's thinking to himself, right, if I leave her, she's not going to have anyone else, right? It's all tricks that Shaitan plays to actually keep you there. In the end, no one changes. Everyone, just keeps on fornicating until, someone gets, pregnant, and then it's like, rah, oh, crap. Okay, no, now we fornicated, let's commit murder by aborting the baby. You see what I'm saying? There's an ongoing cycle. But the thing is, people just need to wallahi just understand this from the beginning, akhi. These are tricks in the book. And I remember I came across a statement of Imam Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala. It was actually a poetry. I remember it was Brother Kulayt sent it to me, man. He said something powerful. He said, I can't remember in Arabic, what was it? He said, "You couldn't remain patient from the desire of looking." No, he said, if only you remained patient when it came to the desire of looking, but now you have to remain patient with all of the troubles and the pain and the tests that are going to come because you looked. So what would have been easier? Not to even look in the first place. Not just lower your gaze, because that's where it starts from, right? Don't look up. The moment you look up, you see the girl, you see the guy. That's it now. It's got to your heart, like an arrow. And then what happens now? You have to be patient with what? With heartbreak. You have to be patient with him playing games with you. You have to be patient with him manipulating you, dragging you along, taking your virginity, being abusive towards you, right? Separating you from your family members and whatnot, and so on and so forth, right? Misleading you down a certain path. And before you know it, okay, now imagine you go hell. Now you have to be patient in the hellfire. Allah said, "Fasbiru, aw la tasbiru, sawa'un alaykum." When you go to the hellfire, be patient or don't be patient. It's the same. You're gonna burn now. You see what I'm saying? So the point is that, wallahi, it would have been easier to just be patient in not even looking at the guy in the first place. But now, you're in this situation, it's never too late. The more you go into this, the deeper you go into this, the more you're gonna have to be even more patient later. More problems are gonna come. Because imagine you end up actually staying with this guy, you actually get married to him, but he's not the right guy. And then you have children together. Then you're gonna get divorced, you're gonna have to be a single parent mum raising the kids. How many times do we see this over and over again? The emails are flooded, do you see what I'm saying? So now, even though it's gonna be harder than the original patience of not looking, but it's gonna be less than what's gonna come, which is go through the patience of breaking up with him. Go through the patience of breaking your sim so he doesn't have no contact with you. Go through the patience of blocking him and blocking everyone else. It's hard, it's not easy, because now you're familiar with this guy, you've known him, okay, he's been there for so long. But be patient when it comes to getting rid of him, because what's going to have to come after is a lot more. It's a lot harder. And if you don't believe about the difficulty in terms of the patience you'll have to have in this life, well, like the patience at the time of death, when the angels are slapping your face, when they're pulling out your soul, the patience in the grave, when you're being burnt naked inside of a stove, as the Prophet ﷺ said for the people who fornicate, the patience on the day of judgment, when you're going to see this person that you love, he's going to break up with you on that day, man. He's going to have nothing to do with you, he's going to run away from you. I'm saying a man will run away from his own mum. A man will run away from his own mum. A mum will run away from her own child. You think this guy's going to stand there on the day of judgment next to you? Never. So sisters need to be smart. And of course brothers fall into this trap as well with girls. But be smart. You can't change him. He's playing games with you. He's dragging you. If he was serious, he would have gone to your dad long time. Look, wallahi, this is it. the discussion can be end on this. If the guy was serious, he would go to your dad. He'd go to your dad, and from that point onwards, he wouldn't speak to you anymore until it's time to move forward. Yeah.
What if the guy's serious?
Yeah.
But and he likes the girl and he has intention of marrying her, but for whatever reason, like he doesn't have a job, her parents are saying he has to finish uni or whatever, like he can't get with her, but he's sincere with this girl.
Yeah.
And likewise for a girl, like what if she's sincere, she really wants to stay, like they're not trying to play each other, but for whatever reason, money or parents or uni or whatever reason, they can't get together. So in that situation,
okay, look, the thing is, that discussion, it gets deep now and it becomes long, yeah? But the reality of the matter is that if a man's not ready to marry you today, meaning he's not ready to take things serious, go to your dad and start the proceedings from today, okay? Then regardless of how he feels about you and what his intention is, pay attention.
Yes.
Regardless of how he feels about you or what his intention is, he's still not serious. He intends to want to marry you. Of course he does. But in our Sharia, it's not just what you intend. It's what you do as well, right?
Actually.
So it's not enough for him to say, oh, I like you. I know he likes you. Why else is he trying to be with you? He likes you. No, that's ma'ruf. The point is that now he has to complete the deal. It's to seal the deal. It's to finish the program. You see what I'm saying? And if he doesn't do that, he's not serious. And if the guy does say, okay, look, I'm coming, I'm ready to chat to your dad, and the girl says, no, you can't chat to my dad for whatever reason, then she's not serious. So whoever it is, leave the other one. You see what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters, I need your attention for just 1 minute. Our brothers around the world, they need help. Some of them, if they don't get food and water to drink, they are going to die. And then there's others, like those who are back home, who live on the same streets as us. And if they don't get help in terms of spiritual help, they might lose their faith. Now, both those whose lives are in danger and whose faith are in danger, they both need to be helped. But I want to explain to you the repercussions of not helping both of them. You see, if you don't help those who are suffering when it comes to starvation, at least when they will die Muslims. And all that they will leave, or all that they will lose at the end, is their life of this world. But if you don't help those brothers and sisters who are struggling in terms of their faith, if they die, then they might actually lose their afterlife and potentially be entered into the hellfire for a period of time, if not eternity. For that reason, it's important that we don't neglect these brothers. For that reason, we started up a project called Umrah with the Mandem, where we take brothers and sisters from around the world, specifically the UK, specifically London, and we take them with us. And we set up a program that facilitates for them to change. We also provide them support for when they return. And we always select a handful of brothers who can't afford it themselves. And this time, we have taken on board more people without paying anything than we ever have before. And we are in urgent need of their costs being covered. So if you would like to help facilitate towards someone's life changing, then please go to the link below, inshallah ta'ala, and donate generously. Remember, if they change their life, then you're actually helping them, inshallah ta'ala, be a part of saving their afterlife. And in terms of reward, then any good that they do from this point onwards, if they change because of your donation and you're sincere, then you're going to get all that reward as well. So on the Day of Judgment, you get this mountain of good deeds, prayers, charity, fasts, all this stuff that you've never done. But why did it come your way? Because you facilitated with Allah's permission for someone to make change, and then when he changed, he or she did all of these things, and now that reward is all on your scales on a Day of Judgment. So please, brothers and sisters, be as generous as you can. Go to the link below, donate like crazy. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.